Welcome back to Moratania, everyone. In this episode, we are going to be working on some polling results. So I was starting to think, I don't know what I should do next in Mauritania. So I've asked for some people's opinions. I've put a poll out on Reddit and gotten some great feedback. So the poll was a bunch of different choices of what we do next. And so first place, drum roll please. I don't know if you can hear that drum roll, but it's very improvised. First place is preparing for high-speed rail. Now, I absolutely want to prepare for high-speed rail. The only issue that I've realised is that if I come into here, the fastest trains I have at the moment go 75 mile an hour, which is fast, but it's not fast, high-speed fast. So we will be preparing, we will be deciding where our stations will go and what we'll do with them. We may even start to roll some of that out. The next point on the poll, so in second place, was improving the public transport routes, which is quite nice because those kind of roll in together. So we can improve our public transport routes with planning for the high-speed rail, but also another one that's quite nice that it also rolls into is our third place runner-up in the poll was to start a motorway system through the areas, which will help public transport throughout the area and help our citizens get from point A to point B. So all of those quite nicely sort of link in together. So I'm really happy with the poll results. So if you did take part in it, then thank you very much. It's stuff that I'm going to hopefully be doing a little bit more of, is trying to get people's opinions and things. So I'll whack a link into this video description afterwards with some relevant sort of social areas that I'll be posting to. So if you want to keep up to date with what's going on, that's probably the best place to go. So when we're thinking about high-speed rail, we really want the cities with the largest populations, so to have stations and connections between them. So what I've done is on the station statistics down here, I've sorted the largest cities we currently have, and without any surprise, the largest one we have is Oakengates here. It's sitting quite pretty with over 50% of both of its demands met. The private transportation isn't very good. It's only at 80%. I mean, I say it's not very good. That's probably higher than most other places. So if we look here, for example, yeah, this is down to 60%. So 80% is actually already quite good. It's got some all right connections for private transport between the areas. So we'd like to improve this destinations area by hooking up some of these larger cities in the map. So Oakengates is one of them. Easingwold's number 2, second place. So that's quite interesting to know about. In third place, we've got Glossop up here, which isn't too much of a surprise because we've been providing goods to these guys for quite a while now. So they've grown to such a size that they're starting to need more attention. So that's fine. We can look into this and start to plan out what we're doing. Fourth place is Daventry and fifth place is East Ham, which is fantastic because this is a nice small little corridor of three of the largest cities in our map. So if we can create a nice quick route through here, and we kind of already do have a good connection with the bus route going through from Daventry to Oakengates, and then we also have another bus route that goes from the airports to East Ham. If we can just merge these all together with a high-speed rail link, then that will be great. So our next largest city is actually Budleigh Salterton. It's quite a surprise, actually. I wasn't really expecting it. I guess we have been providing stuff to it for quite a while, but it's only at 50 and 60%. So we can improve that. We can improve that with time. But right now, our main focus is on public transport, potentially some new motorway links, and also what we're going to be doing with high-speed rail. Okay, so Neston is actually, oh, what is this? This is 2, 4, 6, 7th on the list, which is quite a surprise. It's larger than Rawtenstall. That's really quite surprising to me because, well, I mean, it's off in the corner where I didn't realize we are actually providing tools to it. And the bricks could be better, but I suppose that's literally just part of the parcel with having these guys send their bricks to elsewhere at the moment. So, okay. The next one in the list is Rawtenstall, which isn't too surprising. We've been working on this city for quite a while. It's got 80 and 60% of what it needs. We can work on these, but the private transport really looks like an area that we can grow on it. So if we look at the next few, and then I think if they're not, I mean, Edgware's very close to being large enough, but if we say 500 and above, those are the areas that we'll focus on for high-speed rail. So where do we get to? Rawtenstall. So Bognor Regis is the next largest city. So that would be number, I think, 8. Or no, that would be 8. 9 in the list. 9th in the list. Bognor Regis. Again, the bricks could be improved. What's going on over here? Is this line just not able to keep up? How many? Okay, we do have a fair few trucks on that route, and there's one of them. How are these doing? They're not really getting a lot of what they need, are they? So if we improve the lines taking stuff to these factories, it'll probably help. But anyway, I digress. I'm getting off topic. So it's Bognor Regis, then Paisley. So that's another city up in this corner by Glossop. We've then got Melksham, which is down here, and Wisbech, which is over here. Interestingly, Wisbech is, I think it's one of the only cities currently without a public train station. So public transport train station. It has a ferry, which it is using a lot, it seems, with the exception of this year. For some reason, there's a massive gap. That's a bit weird. But yeah, Wisbech is doing quite well, even though it doesn't have a train station for public transport. Interestingly, Wivelscombe just broke in with an above 500 population. Wilscombe, we're actually not necessarily providing as much as we could, and private transport is an area that we could improve on. So if we look at the bigger cities, we got Oakengates here, that's at 80%. Easingwold up here, this has 60% private transport. So I'm thinking, because the trains that I have at the moment aren't really high speed, we will plan what we will be doing. So I definitely think that a high-speed rail between these three would be extremely beneficial, because these are very big cities and they can basically grow from it. So we've already basically created a hub here, so we don't have to use this other train station, which is a bit of a shame. It's a nice old train station, but you know, this is high-speed rail. This is brand new stuff. So maybe having a station over here that then can connect to the airports, because we've got the connections here, and also a connection over here. We can use this hub again, which connects through to the airway. So we can put a train station there. It's somewhat flat land, and that keeps it away from the other train station and lines that are around here. And then, if I'm honest, I haven't necessarily thought too much about it past that. East Ham, we want to link in. It would be nice if we could put in a station somewhere here so that it will connect to both stations, possibly. I don't know whether it will reach down here, but it might reach the train station that's down here, especially if it's a long one. So I don't know what we're going to do about the route from, say, over here straight down here, because the problem is we've got a lot of stuff already here. As we can see, it's pretty busy. It's quite a busy area. So thinking about the route through this area, it's not going to be a very easy task to pull off, that's for sure. We've just got a random train line that goes nowhere there. Oh, that's because it's the connecting one for these guys. That makes sense. Okay. These only provide 60% of what they have to down here. So if we could improve that, that'd be pretty good. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Very much on topic today. So what I think I might do is create a link here, which will be our first sort of quote unquote high-speed connections. Now, these won't necessarily be extremely high speed, like, you know, 130 to upwards speeds. It'd be really cool if we had those sorts of speed trains, but we're currently at about 1928 in-game year, so we don't necessarily have that sort of technology yet. What we could use is this slope here where the hill is. We could make good use of this and tunnel underneath to get to here. Now, I've done a lot of tunneling so far, and I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of it. One problem that I've just spotted is, which one is it that I need to see? Destinations, cargo, traffic. One of these, land layer. Okay, so residential is around this area, which really sucks because that's right where our train stations are. if we look at the emissions tab, oh, really? That seems wrong. Maybe it's just not brought it in right. Nope, it seems like emissions are broken at the moment, which is a bit weird. I swear I've looked at this before and it's been fine, and it actually says in here emissions are very good. So emissions seem to be a little bit balked right now. I don't know why. So what I'm thinking is if we have a train station here that then connects into East Ham down here and goes up to Daventry up here, we could potentially go over this bit. I don't know how the lay of the land looks, so let's look at this. It's quite flat around here, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially for high-speed rail, but down here is going to be the problem. So without further ado, let's start thinking about what we're going to put in and where. I think we're going to want a connection down here. Ah, it's annoying. I would really love it if the connection was on the other side. So if the station or platform was on the other side for that. I wonder whether I could get away with 2 maybe? I mean, it gives us room to grow then with our high-speed stuff. Because, yes, I think we're going to have a connection this way, but we may also have other connections going other ways. Maybe one going up past Melksham or something like that. So, yeah, let's pop this in. I'd like it to connect in down here. I think it would probably be best if we had a road which utilized the space here. So I'm thinking sort of around this bit if it doesn't connect into that tunnel. And then down here. Just trying to think sort of future-proofing wise. So we have this as an option. Oh, autosave is doing its thing. You can see it's quite a sheer cliff to the train line here, which isn't necessarily great. Just waiting for autosave to do its thing. I feel like I spend a lot of this game just waiting on autosave, but maybe that's just me. So if we connect that in there, we could potentially remove... I think we're going to need to remove the line here, the road here. And maybe even that tunnel, which is annoying because I believe a line uses it currently. It does. So we might have to look at alternate routes for that, which isn't too bad, especially if we've put in this connection here. So we might even be able to use that if we send it off this way, not like that. In fact, I didn't realize it could just connect in like that. Maybe. I mean, that's a very steep slope. I wasn't really planning on doing that. If we brought it this way, because I think what we'll do is connect it into this bit that goes under the bridge, and then remove this connection and just do a straight connection in from here. Then maybe that would be a bit better than what we already have. The game's already put in something that we don't want. So if we put in this station here, in fact that's probably in the wrong sort of direction. We sort of want it to be more not quite like that. Something like that, I would say. And then that connects up with this station, which is great because we don't want our high-speed rail to just not be connected into the stuff that we already have. So it's really good that we can have those connect up. Let's upgrade these roads. Will we be able to? It doesn't look like it's able to upgrade that, which is a bit of a shame, but it's all right. What we'll do is we'll put a connection here, and we'll mirror it either side. And can we put these? Oh, they're already there, are they? That's so funny. Okay, they're already there. So what we'll do is a road here that connects in. It looks like they're on two different levels, so this might be a bit tricky. But that should then connect up to this hub really, really well. So we want that. We'll put a road on this other side as well, just connecting up to what we've already got. Something like that. And then could we connect this over here somehow, maybe? Maybe not. I don't know. Sorry, our washing machine just fought the kitchen and lost, I guess. I don't know. I know. It's annoying when that happens. Yeah. I don't know what we can do about it. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. I don't think I can do that on live, but it's all right. It'll be fine. YouTube, please don't kick me off. So if we connect these up, will this one connect in? It's hard to say. Now the bridge pillar's being an issue. Is it just because the road's too big? That's annoying. I think the road is a bit too big for that connection. There. But other than that, it's a nice little connection. And should keep these two areas pretty well. Oh, this goes into a tunnel here. Interesting. I didn't realise that was going to do that. Okay. Right, so we've done the train station here. I don't know how we're going to link it in. We'll work on that bit in a little while. First off, we need to put a train station over on this end. I want to make it 4-lane because I'm pretty sure that we're going to be doing some other connections up this way. What that will entail, I'm not too sure. In fact, I'd like to eventually have a connection coming down to Rawtenstall. So maybe having a 6-lane one, so then I've got potential to go the other way if I wanted to, would be good. Let's pop that in. So if we put that in on this side, say just like that, And then we can do... I mean, doing a bridge over the train tracks would probably eat into the space for the planes here. So I might just do a tunnel underneath here to connect these up, if I'm honest. Where are we here? So that would connect in there, and then it would go underneath. Ah, good, cool. So that will allow the train tunnels to get to where they need to go. We can do a connection up like this, which will connect the trains. And then we'll have a nice quick connection there. So people from the train station can get here, and people from here can go on that line, can't they? Kinda. And then we'll just have to link that up further along the way. So something like, I mean, we want this to come out straight, really. And it would be nice if it connected in there. I don't want it to go all the way down just yet. So we'll keep it on that level. And then we'll connect it in here. There we go. It's taking shape. That's quite nice. What we'll have to do on this side, I would imagine, is reroute this road. I don't know whether we'll be able to do a tunnel like over here. We might be able to. Who knows? It's difficult because we then need to do something here. Well, we'll be coming up here and connecting. So where was the station here? Do we want 6 up here as well? Do we want them to just link straight through? Maybe. Maybe we don't. Because if we had another line that goes to Rawtenstall, just presuming it's going to use these tracks closest to the city, because then that would be going off this direction. So if we were looking at the train station, it would come down this route, down this way, and then connect in down here somewhere. So what do we want to do? I presume use the middle lane to go to East Ham, and then have another lane, these other lanes that can go up this direction. Because we even have early and things. Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky to say what we'll do. For now, we're just going to focus on that. Do I build in the connections for 6 here? I guess I can just build 4 and then go from there. So I don't really like the way this is. If we just do a thing like that, and that creates a nice space for the train station to go. We'll probably have to delete out this road, but we can rework it back in. So if we go with a 4 for now, because I'm definitely thinking that at least 2 of these lines will probably go this direction. And then where do we stand with it? Where do those go? We might have to... Can we even tunnel under an oil well? If we use this stuff, let's just see whether it will work. So that's over. Whoops, pressed the wrong button, sorry. Weird, it looks like you can, but you have to be just right. How deep is that? Is that going to be able to reach up to here? I don't know. I don't know. Well, if we put that in... No. That's too low. Too high, even. No, not there. That's too high. Let's do it as effectively as high as we can do it. So if I raise that in the middle, no, that won't work, will it? So this first bit of track that we're putting in goes underneath an oil well, which I don't know what these things are, but I'm guessing these are the bits that actually go into the... Yeah, it looks like these are the bits that actually go into the floor. So that's a connection. Whether it's going to be the only connection, I don't know. I don't know what we'll be doing other than this line for now. So if we put that in there, and then if I'm honest, like, I kind of feel like both of these would be going off in this direction. So what if we had two lines going one way, like these two lines closest to the city went up and then two lines went down, rather than having two lines that... So one's going up, one's going down, one's going up, one's going down. I don't know whether I'm making much sense right now, but I am in my head. So we're going to need one of these to go to East Ham. The other one, if we're looking at it as, you know, another connection, it'll probably come up to Winslow, and then go on from there. And considering we have two connections at East Ham, not West Ham, we could have one of these connections go to Oakengates, to this station, and then another one of these go up to Winslow. So maybe we'd have sort of a triangular route here, where people from East Ham can go up this way, or people from East Ham can go that way. And likewise for Oakengates, they can go up this way if they wanted to. The annoying thing is, I think if we were going to do that... So let's just plot this out a little bit. Stuff from this way would be going over in this direction. It would probably need to go over the top of this stuff. So we'd want it to go into a bridge at this point. That's a bit high. I don't know whether we can get away with going over there quite at that point. So if we put in the bridge here, how high does it have to be to bridge over the top of this stuff? That high is fine. If we go flat, but then build it up in the middle, that will work. Bridge pillar collision. that will work. And then that would be the direction down to Rochdale down here. So we'll put in this this bridge here. It's only 230,000. It's cheap as chips. We'll put in this connection, which will follow this one. It can't do it on that side, but I have a funny feeling this is not going to go far enough if we want to do it on the other side. So if we keep it flat, maybe this will work. Is that going to work? Is it going to work? Is it going to... If it snaps to the right bit? No. So that's a bit too tight of a connection for two tracks side by side. So if we just do... We'll do this bridge in parts. So this bit will go over here. Okay. In fact, that could probably just go straight and be fine. Is it going to be fine if we put another bit here? Yeah. And then what if we, because this is going to be the problematic bit coming through here. There we go. The only problem there is that it's limited to 112 miles an hour, which sounds a lot, but when you've got trains that'll do 200, you don't want them to be having to slow down. Right. Why is that a problem? Is it just literally this bridge pillar here? So it'll go over that bit. Why is this a problem then? I mean, it is a fair expanse of... Right, so it's just the bridge pillar here. It just puts it in the wrong place. That's a bit frustrating. Okay. I guess it is very close to this connection, and it doesn't necessarily have to be. It could be further up here. So if we look at that, I love how I didn't think I would be doing this because, truth be told, it's not going to happen anytime soon. I don't feel. Alright, let's do the on-off ramps. So this would be coming down to about here. And which direction would it be going? Just that's correct. Let's just spread this out a bit further. Oh, why is that changed? Why is it what? I've never seen it like that before. Right, we'll say that's the on-ramp to the train bridge. I don't know why this is weird. Maybe we can fix it if we do this. No. What if we do it on the other side? Because truth be told, that's what I was going to do in the first place. Nope. Okay, it's just going to be a bit funny geometry-wise there. And then, now that we know where the bridge will be going to, maybe we can get this to connect in. That's very close. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much what we would need. Can we raise it in the middle a little bit? Why is that 80 miles an hour? I guess it is a turning. That's pretty much what I wanted. Maybe this section to be a bit more... I'm being picky now, but let's try and do it. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Is more ground, less bridge. Why is the bridge pillar a problem? Oh, why? It looks like it's the road that might be a problem. So let's try taking out the road. If I can. Is it going to let me? Because let's be fair, it's an old road. And we can put in a new road. Will that work? Bridge pillar collision. Why? It's working there. It's not working here. Maybe it's because I literally just made this all dirt. If we make this bit bridge, can we change that to bridge, please? Oh, no, we can't. Okay, what if we do this section first? This is a pain. No, it literally won't. I don't understand why it was working and then now it isn't. Let's try that again. So we know it'll bridge here. Yep. If we put that in, maybe if we go a bit higher, then it puts the pillar there. We don't want it there. We want it, I would say, about there. Tops. That works. Okay. Sweet. Okay. I mean, it doesn't look exactly how I want it to, but then again, now that we're over this way, I can delete this bit out. We can take this up to here, and then we can make this. Is this the right side? No. We can take this and connect it in, and it'll be dirt up to it, which is exactly how I want it. There we go. So, first bit of going to Rochdale is in, but we don't really want that right now. Why I did all that beats me. Right, so the first connection we're going to be putting in will be a connection to Oaken Gates. I mean, what happens if we just connect this in? Let's just give it a try. So is that connected in? Yeah. So it's connected into the right one. So if we try and tunnel it, it'll do it. Okay. It's incredibly jammy and it comes out right at the correct spot. But I'll take it. I'll take that. Yeah. Sure. We'll go ahead with that. And then we need to do this up to here. And because the tunnel becomes one, I mean, it would be nice if we could have them waiting on the other side. I just had a pit in my stomach when I saw this other track. I was like, oh no, I've done it wrong. But then I realized, oh no, that's the other track that's going to go the other way. So if I connect this into here, it looks a bit weird. Why does it look like that? Is it because I didn't take it from the... Why is that weird? What if we took it from a bit further back? Why is it not tunneling? What if we took it from inside the tunnel? Come on, we need you to connect under the tunnel. This just looks weird. Why don't we try pushing this back a bit, and then if we can make it So this section is like this. That looks silly. Why it's done that, I don't know. I've connected up the wrong freaking thing. Gosh darn it. There we go. So if we do that bit outside of the tunnel, and then we can have a connection, take it as fast as it'll take it, which pretty much is that. 186, 186, 186. Oh, nice. That's a really fast connection. So how far does it need to be to do that? So these are 186, 102. Yeah, and the speed just goes up and up and up when you get to there. So we'll put a stop in there ready. We'll say somewhere like there. Gives them enough space to come out. Over here, we're obviously going to want to stop right there. And probably right there for this one. And then what we will do, I think, is what we're going to do about this one going this way. It's going to be a bit tricky because we already got a bridge there. Unless we remove that bridge and replace it with this bridge. But I'm thinking this will come out this direction. Okay. Now, what we'll probably want is these two to merge, and then they'll demerge here. So what I'm thinking, and this might not work, especially down the line, is that it connects in like this. And this way we can split out further back. Maybe not. Yeah, it might be best just to keep it as a tunnel. So that will link into that one. And then if we make this go further down, we can do that. We can absolutely do that and get rid of this road. That will work. Goodbye, road. We've known you so well. All these years, you've been a good road, but now it's time to go. Rest in peace. We'll just link it up here afterwards because this works. So I'm dead surprised this works. I didn't think it would connect in quite so well. How does that work? That is so close. Yeah, let's keep it there. That's 186 all the way through. That's super, super speedy. And then that one will come up in there, and that has done the right bridge. Good, 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 good. So I'm wondering whether we could do something like a split off from down here, because these will split into these bits. And then come underneath and up. So it doesn't actually have to interfere with any other track, is what I'm getting at. So that's a nice fast, oh, that's 168. How do we get that up to speed? 186. There we go. Because obviously the connection for this side is going to be easy peasy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, he says, and then it isn't. Gosh darn it. So we'll need you to go up to there as well for 186. And then if we... there we go. Connect this in down here. Is this enough space for... not really. How will we do this? So I'm wondering whether this can go. It's going to be a real tricky one to snap onto, isn't it? I am wondering whether this can go. Why is it being a pain? Why is it not connecting in? Bet it connects in if we do this. Maybe not. Well, hang on. What if we... Okay, remove this bit. Okay. Just hear me out on this one. And then we had this come down. So it goes into a tunnel and connects in there. But we want it more like... Yeah, more like that. And then this one would connect into this one. This one would go underneath the other two, if we can do such a thing. Can we do such a thing? And then it would come up here. So if we take this as far down as it can go, will that connect? I mean, that's very low speed. This is very tricky to do with tunnels and high speed. That's as low as they'll go. What if we brought this up further along? Then, so if we start coming up from there, it's a very bespoke tunneling system, and it's not entirely necessary. Let's just delete this back. And then connect this in to this one, isn't it? Yeah. And we want this to really push its limits so that this other one can go underneath it. Please? No? It's gonna be too much here. Okay, what if we follow this other line to avoid that? So that avoids the other thing. And then this should be going underneath. 62. That's very slow. Can we do something like from here it starts to come into this bend? And we're going to want it to go further down, maybe? I don't know whether we want it to go further down. 82 is not bad. It's still higher speed than the current train lines. I think that's what we're going to have to settle for. It's going to look really weird with all these different tunnels coming up at different points. But it's just so that we can merge these two and have them not interfere with each other. Which is kind of pointless because they're going to interfere when they merge, but never mind. Oh well. This game can drive a sane person insane. What we want to do is have this bit of track carry on underneath. Can you carry on underneath? In fact, can you just connect up to this? One, and then why are you coming up and then down? That's not right. Why are you doing this? Why? Why? Trains can be a pain in the what's it to get right. I don't want you to come up. I want you to stay underground. Right. I want you to be as speedy as possible, if possible. $102, that'll have to do. In fact, can you delete this back and then go from here? No, you can't really. Why is it doing this? Can we bring this tunnel up further along? Maybe. If I do some serious deletage, then maybe we can, now that we've got that other bit in, I really hope all this work works and doesn't just be a pain in the what's it. Why? It's not going to work now, is it? I've just broken it and it's not going to go back. Why are you being this way? It'd really be helpful if we weren't doing this right where a frickin' big old station is. I mean, if we pushed this back, I guess we could just do a connection the old way. But then that's going to be a pain to... Oh, yeah. I'm streaming on YouTube because I feel like it. How on earth are you not seeing the pillar is very clearly clipping into the track underneath? Yes, it was. Won't the gradient cause troubles for the cargo trains? These aren't cargo trains. These will be for our high-speed rail. We don't currently have them, but we're planning for the future. We're going to put some Flying Scotsmen on these and have them as a pretty fast connection between them. Right now, I'm just trying to avoid them having to cross the tracks, but it looks like we can't really get that in the way we want it. So I'm sorry for all the deletion noise. All the bulldozing is very loud. I feel you. I am wearing helmets right now. Helmets? I'm not wearing a helmet. I'm wearing headphones even. So yeah, this will just have to be. That looks a bit weird. Let's just delete that back. This will just have to be straight into here, I think, and then we'll split them off. We want that to go a bit further across, so then our road can come over. We'll just have to do the merge further along, like say here. I really don't want to merge it this way, but it's not really giving us much of a choice, is it? See, that's a very low speed for high-speed rail. It's going to create a problem because all the trains are going to wait there now. Could we like bridge over the top here? It's going to look so wacky, but it might work. So if we bridge over this bit and then connect it in down here. So this will be, maybe if we learn from our mistakes and push this a bit further back. This will be a nice fast connection. So they can come off there at 186 mile an hour. Let's see here. Even for high-speed trains, they have a very poor acceleration, so the gradient will limit top speed. Yes, potentially. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. I am hoping that that won't be the case, because otherwise that would suck. I'll just put this in, and if they can't get to the high speed... So, yeah, actually, if from what you're saying, it may make sense to have these just split here. That's a very good point. Thank you, Pedro Henriquez. Thank you for that comment. And actually, that's 100 odd mile an hour. So why was it 80 further up? Goodness knows. This one won't be a problem. That can be as it is. What we'll do is we'll just delete these back a bit. And then come out from here straight into there. That should make that nice and fast. And then this can go alongside it. There we go. So we'll have our connection coming through from East Ham, and we'll probably have the East Ham one keep on going. But I'm thinking for the one that comes down from this way, because these are smaller cities. So if we go back to here, we got Winslow, which is actually way down here. But we can connect it up because... What's up? Yeah. Cool. Right, where was I? So Winslow can go that way. I mean, I wouldn't be hooking it up because it's such a small population at the moment. It doesn't really make sense. But because what we've planned, or at least what we will be planning, or that doesn't make any sense. What I've planned is we've got some redundancy here. So we've got another station here, another track here that can come up this way, and we'll do the same from this direction with this other track. So, you know what I've just thought is that I'll split these out, and they're not gonna even need that because they're gonna need to be going straight through. This will be the end of this sort of track for now. Okay. Right. Fine. We don't need that now. Maybe we should just have these do the same as the other side. Which is a shame, because I was quite looking forward to doing something there with that. And having them sort of cross over on the other side. So if we take it from here, and we'll want you to come into there. We'll want you to go into there. Tunnel looks alright, yep. Okay. Right. So that's going to be fine because you're not going to be coming back. You're going to just go straight out to this one. So that's 100 odd mile an hour. I mean, it won't, considering this would be coming out this way, it's not going to get to 93 at that speed, at that point. So that is fine. Really, I should just not merge them. Why didn't I think of that sooner? Okay. We'll not merge them. I've decided it. I will decree it. I just is my game auto saving? No. Right. So they get to this point. They're not going to cross over. Okay. They're going to become one big tunnel. Like so. And they're going to come out the other end. And then they're just going to connect in here. It does mean that we'll have two lines that both serve to do the same thing. Which might be a bit weird, but ultimately they'll be serving other goals. And those are two of our questionably biggest cities, I think. I think they're the biggest cities. So we've got Oaken Gates there and Easingwold, which is there. No, Daventry. Daventry's third biggest. So that's actually, you know, having two lines that both service those, it's going to be fine. Why is there a collision? What are you talking about? Let's just do this a bit at a time, and then it'll work. Oh, it's because there's train tracks already there. Let's remove that bit. That explains why there was a collision. Cool. Okay, so for the time being, we're going to be putting in this line here. So this will be the first big high-speed line that we put in, and it's not connecting. That'll do. Cool. So it will go from Daventry down to Oaken Gates. I wish they could use the right track, but they will now. And then coming back, you'll go through Oaken Gates. So this will be the first of our high-speed rail. We don't actually have high-speed trains, so for now, we'll just put that in as public transport. I called the other ones rail, didn't I? So maybe we could go with like high-speed rail Or maybe rail high speed. That would be a good naming convention for that. Rail. We'll just put HS for high speed. What should we call this? This will be the, well, we'll just call it HS1, high speed line 1, instead of just having the line, high speed line 1. It's a horrible colour. I mean, if it could be slightly different colour, that might be nice. How are we going to get trains on here? If I put a depot here, it could service the 3 different lines. So let's put that in. Like so. That has, did that have catenaries? Let's put it in as far back as possible. High speed and catenary, yes. Cool, okay. We'll put in the tracks. So that one will just go straight in there. And then this one might be a bit tricky to connect in, considering we want to do both sides. What if we did something like that? Does that look questionable? But it'll do. And then we'll put double slips there and there. Let's just make sure the stops are all sorted. So we got a stop there. Put a stop here. We probably will need a stop along the way. Put one there. So let's just focus on, we're going to do our high speed. What should we have our first high speed color be? Maybe a nice green? Yeah, let's go with that. So these are the fastest trains we currently have. The other ones are slower. And then what we'll do once we have the higher speed trains is we'll swap these out. So this will be an extremely fast route. 62 mile an hour is the fastest. That's annoying. Why can't it use more of its high speed? Never mind. We'll take it down to, I don't know whether we need that much capacity. Considering this is a new fledgling line, 68 might be fine. So let's start with one of these and we'll assess once it's gone through a few times, because who knows, maybe that'll be too much. I need to put in this road here. Road. Why do you want to come out that way? Go that way. Why is it making this harder than it needs to be? Just come out. Just come out this way. Yeah, that'll do. Cool. This can connect in here. And then it will just come down to this. Nice. Awesome. So that's all set up. Let's see our first high-speed train. I mean, I say it's high speed, it's doing 13 mile an hour. Very high speed. And let's change this color to the color of the train. It'll get there. Just give it time. And this new link will basically make this one redundant. We still need these to connect into the bus here, but it won't need to keep going on to Daventry. So right now, in fact, this will be a really nice quick connection for the airports as well for these two cities. So having the airline connect in here is kind of pointless as well. We'll see how it does with numbers wise, how things do. Looks like we've already got a few passengers there, but this should serve as the first sort of corridor, I would say, between some of our biggest cities. How big is East Ham? East Ham's 5th. So our 1st, 3rd and 5th largest cities are serviced by that rail line. So we're probably going to want to add another train on there with time. But for now, it will be fine how it is. One thing I would like to do is reduce the bus route, because I don't know whether it's really going to be needed much longer. I'll wait for these guys to realise, there's a train line here that goes between these two places, which is probably where they want to go anyway. And then we'll just have the bus line go up to oh, excuse me, go up to the airport and back. We probably won't need half as many buses on there. The question is whether we have this one connect into the airport as well, as a separate service. I'm in half a mind to keep it, just because it's been there and it's been getting used. The numbers are coming down, but I mean, it does mean that stuff can go from this side over to the other side very quickly, and then go onto the bus, go onto the planes if they need to. So how are we doing here with lines? So we will actually be, if we did do that, we would be then having individual lines come up to this. It won't be a blue line going straight through, which will be fine, actually. We've got enough numbers. Wow, there's quite a few that want to go to the Winslow, which is quite surprising, actually, because Winslow's a smaller city. It's only 300 in size. So that's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Don't we have some massive numbers on things down here? Let's duplicate this up. Cool. Okay, so that's our first look at high-speed rail in this area. I'm going to let the numbers build up because we don't know how that train will cope with what we've got going through this area. We also have these other lines which, you know, also service these cities, so it may be that it's not going to be as busy as we think it is, but it's good to have those connections there, and it will replace that bus route in time, which is actually fairly busy. I mean, how many of these want to go straight through to Daventry? Not many, actually. Okay, 15 and 9. guess maybe some of them are already using this. Yeah, some of them are already using this, but not as many as I was expecting. How many of these want to go to... So 3 want to go to Oaken Gates. Quite a few want to go to Winslow. So that's reassuring for that other line that will come in time. How about down here? Oh, we've already got some numbers coming in. So how many of these guys want to go to... None of them. None of these want to go to Winslow over here. Maybe it's just because we don't have a connection there. We don't have a direct link by rail. If they want to get from East Ham to Winslow, they have to come round this way and go through Early and Melksham on the way. So maybe having a bus route through this area would be beneficial for both cities. That's not necessarily a bad idea. So I'm gonna give it a try. We've got this link here. So if we put that in there, we can put in a connection here. And then we'll know what sort of numbers the second line from here up to Melksham would be looking at if we did that. So that would be public transport. It'll be by bus, and it's... Should we call it East Ham Winslow connection? Or just an intercity route? I think maybe if we call it East EAHA Wins. So East Ham Winslow. Then we know what that's... I don't know why it keeps picking really dreary colours. Let's give that one a colour like that. I think that won't already be used. It might already be used by the things, but it's close. It's fine. And then we just need to put a couple buses on that. I think we've got a vehicle here. Boopity boop. Let's put a few of these. These go up to 25. But they're smaller. Let's just put a couple of those on that line for the time being, and we will see how it goes. In fact, connecting up that road would be quite beneficial for that newly put in line. There we go. Can we improve this? We can make it faster, but can we just make it straighter? So if we use the medium country road... Oh, I don't want it to be straight. Come down here. Yeah, that's alright. And then we don't want it to just turn into a crappy road going into the city, so I'll upgrade these. Okay, cool. So that's the first little bit of high-speed rail. We're already getting some numbers going on it. 3. I mean, it says it's got 48 people on it. It's coming up to Oaken Gates again. So it's, you know, it's starting to take off with popularity, so that's good. We just need to keep an eye on how busy that train gets, because it might need another train on that line. It would actually be perfect if we could add the train as this one's coming back, so they're evenly spread out on the line. We don't want two trains to come along at the same time. That old saying of we're waiting for a bus and two come along at the same time. That's not what we want right now. But it should start to build up in numbers, and that's already 52 out of 68. It's almost full. So it's definitely something I need to keep an eye on. Right. What else can we do? So, thinking about the poll, our top ones were the high-speed rail. We've just put that in. The next one was focusing on public transport routes and the motorway. Now, I feel like the motorway would be a really good opportunity for us to get these private connections up. This one's pretty good for what it is. Daventry, again, fairly good. Winslow, not too bad. 60%, could do better. East Ham, similar. So if we had motorways through this area that connected up the cities, potentially it would improve those statistics on the system, and grow these cities even further. The only problem is we've just put in a load of rail, so how we hook that up to Oaken Gates, I'm not too sure. For now, maybe if we just sort of think about where that would go. Because we want the motorways to service these cities, but also connect up to other cities through the game. Getting them all connected up is going to be a bit of a hassle, but we can definitely give it a try. Over here is going to be tricky. We just found out that this connection is not really enough for a higher speed road through this area. It threads the needle in terms of it gets things from point A to point B, but we would need to think about where our connections would come in for each city. How's Early doing? Early's at 30% private transport. Melksham's at 40%, and Winslow's at 60%. So we could definitely improve it if we improve roads between these cities. The only problem is this mountain right in the middle. So we don't really have to plan the route. I mean, maybe we could have one that comes up to Wisbeck and then maybe even goes through. It's a case of plotting where we want these to go. In terms of cities, I think if we had it come down at least between East Ham and Oaken Gates, and then have a smaller road that comes down to Rochdale, that can suffice those three. in terms of where it goes from there, I think if it came up through between Daventry and Winslow and then went up over the river here, because there is currently no connection there. I mean, there's a little bridge there, but it's not really getting much use. And then we can hook those up to these cities over here, Malvern, Bognor Regis, maybe even push forward to Rawtenstall, Elstree and Whitney. And then even consider another route over this way. So it's something that we definitely need to plot where we're going to put it. The annoying thing is the area between East Ham and Oakengates right now is somewhat busy. Oh, I didn't put this road back in. Ah, blast. That's because that is right in the way. So if we put the road, medium country road, from here, coming this way, construction not possible. It looks like it's actually having a problem with this bit more than anything. So if we changed it for this road coming through, that kind of works. That's not possible, probably because this is in the way. And now these are in the way. But that would improve a connection up that way. If we can improve the connection also to this, that would be super cool. Can we remove this? Why is it not? Allow me to remove it. There we go. That was a bit weird. So if we have this out straight and then it turns with this, goes into here somewhere. That's a horrible turn to have to do, but then again, that's quite a drop. Methinks we might have to rework this, but for now, if we remove that bit that we've just done, have this work into there, and then it just go through. Why slope too much? Slope too much there? Yeah. Okay. So if we remove that and then remove this connection here, and then if we put connection in, well, I'm just doing what I just did, aren't I? Yeah, it's too far down. Can we just have a connection come through this way? No. Curious. What if we took out this and then had a second road come over this way? Bridge pillar collision. Yeah, but only slightly. We can work with that. If we come straight out this way, and I don't want this to look too terrible. So if we delete this further back, have a straight line coming out that way. Keep it flat. That's flat? That is a big hill. Why is that such a big hill? Whatever. Maybe we could use that. Go into a tunnel. Would that work? Hello. Okay. It's a little bit extremely hickledy-pickledy, but it works. It means that the roads there won't get in the way of the train, other than the bits that we already put in. Never mind. Let's just upgrade these roads connections between here, because I feel like it should be already. We could even potentially upgrade some of the routes through to larger roads, large streets, maybe. I don't think it's necessarily needed right now. Traffic-wise, seems somewhat fine. There's a bit of build up here where they're dropping stuff off, but it's all right. It's all right for what it is. And now that connection should be a lot faster, actually. Right. I can't believe a tunnel worked there. Never mind. It worked. We don't have any routes coming down this way currently, so we don't necessarily have to worry about sort of stops and what have you too much. How are we doing down here? Starting to get real numbers, which is good. Where's that train? Oh, he's already back. Damn it. We should have put a train on, but what if we just duplicate? Duplicate the train. Make it so that you can get down here. Super easy. There we go. That will need to be a Ujima flip with time. It's going well. It's going really well. Is he just waiting for this other train? Waiting for 3 path. Oh, yeah, that's perfect, because by the time he gets over here, yeah, that'll be good. How much? Wow, that's full. 68 passengers. So now, when they both leave this station, they should be pretty much equidistant on the line, and effectively spread out across the line, which is what we want. Wow, there's 108 people that want to go places. Mostly to Snaithcoic. Why do you all want to go to Snaithcoic? Is there a reason for that? That I've missed? Is there like some super secret about Snaithcoic? It's got the best restaurants. Everyone wants to go there to eat. That must be the reason. That's why we have 106 people, 83 of them who want to go to Snaithcoic. Maybe. Who knows? How dare I look at it? how is this train? Yeah, it's not really great, is it? How much of this is getting to where it needs to go? 94% of it, so that's not too bad. What we really need to do is upgrade these trains to electric. But that's for another episode at this point. I need to focus on the motorway. So if I'm going to do a motorway through this area, how on earth are we going to find space for it? I mean, I guess these are hooked up. So this is pretty much going to be how it's going to be going forward. These are hooked up with the train station. So we could potentially look at reworking what's here into a motorway-esque thing. The annoying thing is, I don't know how I'm going to terminate it, so to speak. Because if they're between two cities, it might be best to have like a roundabout in the middle, which then services both cities with highways down to them. Realistically, probably also a highway, and what I mean by that is just a smaller, not one-way street, medium highway around here, so that stuff doesn't have to go through the city. If it comes in from this direction, it can sort of use the highway on the around the outside, a circular route. So how would we connect those in? I guess if we come from up here, then we could probably go over quite easily here. Why are you waiting? Oh wow, have we not put a stop there? What am I doing? Why have I not put a stop in there sooner? Blimey. There's 3 trains on there and I haven't put a stop. Why haven't I noticed that till now? Jeez. Wow. If anyone's been screaming at me for the past few episodes about that connection, then I do apologise. Let's just keep it on point. What I want to do as well is improve the transport here, which means I need to put maybe 2 more trains on this line, which means I need to connect these up somehow. Probably easiest if we just have them split off from here. Yeah? Are you gonna work? Maybe not. You go straight into there. We could also think about just improving these trains, because they are older A35s. Yeah. But for now, I think the easy solution really is just to duplicate them up. Nice and cheap as well. And that will mean that this will be producing more wood, more lumber, I should say, or planks to take them to where they need to go. Cool. Go. I can't believe I didn't have a stop down here for that. Oh, my goodness. How's this doing? 33%? Oh, I suppose this one does service 2. So maybe we do need to... And it sort of goes across busy train lines, so I guess that makes sense. Okay, I'm getting distracted. I need to think about roads down here. So what if we had a roundabout here, highway over the top, that when it gets from this point onwards, so it's 3-lane coming into this, and then the highway goes over the top as 2-lane, comes straight down to Rochdale, and then the roundabout will have 2 lanes going into it, 2 lanes going, or maybe 3 lanes going around it, and then one coming off this way to service this side of East Ham. We could even maybe hook in this side so this bit connects in, and then another one that comes off this way. Problem is we've got these train stations and airports to dodge, so where that's going to go to get to Oakengates, I really don't know. We do need to do something about that. Maybe if we brought it up here, had another roundabout, and then have that carry on going so that it can service over here and over here through... I hate to have to use them, but it may have to be tunnels going through here because we just have no space. Maybe we can put... Would it fit if we put a medium highway here? Will it fit? If it fits, we can do something. But, maybe. But then how do we get from there to there? And that's where the train line's going to go for coming up to Melksham. Is it Melksham? No, Winslow. So we can't actually put that there. Oh, that's a shame. I was quite impressed that it actually fit. I mean, it doesn't mean that we can't use something here. Like, we could have it come across to the roundabout. So I feel like I've already sort of plotted this out in my head. So we currently don't really have any lines that go through this way, and even if we did remove this, it could potentially go another way round somewhere, maybe? Let's just provide an alternate route for these. We'll use this. So it will be from here, it will go up. It'll come over once autosave decides it wants to complete. Good old autosave. Come on, autosave. Right. So you're going to come over. You're going to stay flat. No. What? Please just work the way I want you to work. There we go. And then we'll need to link that into up here, which can then come round here. Will that even... I don't think that'll upgrade because it's too close, isn't it? No, it will. Okay, that is exactly what we wanted it to be. So this will connect in down here. Maybe a little bit nicer. So that will go down that way. Yeah, there we go. Little highway alternative. It can use this tunnel, or bridge even. Use this bridge. So if we do a straight road from there through here ish, I feel like we should really allow a bridge support on that side. This is an old bridge. Has a right to be here, yo. Connect this one up. I don't want that to be a curved strip because it'll probably go straight into... Yeah, it would go like that, I reckon. Then what do we do here? So it's going to look a bit silly if we just bridged across. But we could work it into this, what's already here. We really can't just have it come across. It's got to go probably underneath all this lot. Which should be fine if we can upgrade these bits. No, we can't. We can upgrade those bits though. So why don't we just have this come down this way. It'll go underneath here. I mean, I don't want it to be too far down. Where does it need to be a tunnel? That? Yeah. That was going on a downward trend, which isn't good for this side, but it seems to be okay. So I just want to continue the road here. Something like that. And then it go into a tunnel down that end. And then we connect these up. It's a bit nuts that these aren't already good roads. So we'll upgrade those. And then we have an alternate route for this. In fact, it's already using it. That's really, really good. That's good. So that means we can delete this other road without really any worries for any lines that are coming through here, and we can put in the replacement really easily. Thank goodness I didn't accidentally delete the train station there. And I mean, these connections that we've already got coming this way they don't need to not connect into the roundabout. You know, we can utilize what we've already got. It's about creating links that will hopefully work going forward. So I'm pretty sure we'll want the road to be here. I'm just going to try and map this out as best I can for the junction. Should come clear what I'm doing in just a moment. If we maybe take this a little bit further out, we want it to all be flat. I should have really checked that. wondering whether I should flatten it out before I start building. Where's the smooth tool? Let's just smooth this out. In fact, just give me a big old size. Okay, just smooth this area. Keep it nice and flat. A nice canvas to work on. Right, let's try that again. So we will want the roundabout somewhere around here. It's going to have to be quite big because it's servicing two big old cities. I would say the ramps on and off will come down here. If I had to guess. This may be way too big, but I don't know. The awkward thing is we got all this lot to navigate when it's coming back, but we'll work that out. We'll work it all out. Don't worry about it. Can I just not connect into that, please? Can I just not? Please? So there we go. I sort of want you to go into this. Yeah? Good. Delete that bit out. Right, so this side will be more like... there. It'll be coming down that way. So if we upgrade those to 3-lane, not street, large highway. So connect that into, ooh, no, please don't break. Why is it breaking? I don't want it to do that. That's annoying. Like literally I've built this to do this very thing, is to like keep its shape. So your 3-lane highway there. It'll be 3-lane highway there. And then you'll go there. Yeah. And then you'll come down here. I guess that will have to do. It's not perfect. It's not what I'd like it to be, but... Oh, come on. You're a road, snap to road, not train. Please. I think we can improve this, so if we just... Getting this curve tool to do what you want it to... Why? Okay. Getting it to do what you want it to do can be a pain in the what's it. I don't normally work with highways for this very reason. I normally just use these country roads. They take me home. If I keep this straight, yeah, straight out, keep it flat as well, please. And then we'll do the same on the other side, but we're going to have to turn it around. We could do that, right? Yep, cool. And then come out it looks a bit weird. Why does it do it like that? I think this is just going to need to be a bit longer. Okay, take the cheap road. I tell you what, if we drag it out pretty far, then we can just link this in where we want it to link in and get it looking the way we need it to look. Because that's the important bit. There we go. Yeah, I mean this. Should probably do the same thing on the other side, really. That's pretty much how I want it to look, ish. I do what I can with what I've got. So we'll keep that going straight. And then we'll have two straight bits coming out. Two little straight bits. Like this. And like that. Two straight flat bits, please. And then we'll flip that round so it goes the right way. Then we'll take a bendy bit and we'll pop it in. That'll do. We'll take it. We'll take a bendy bit and pop it in. And why is it going off on a bit of an angle? That'll do. And then we want a highway coming into this. We'll want a highway going across that is 2 lanes. So let's put in the bit that goes across. How high does this need to be to go across? Go like so. It's a shame that we don't have something that's, you know, a higher speed but looks a little bit nicer than that at this stage, but hey ho. Are you going to do the same thing coming back? Yeah. I think that's what we want. We'll want a 3-lane road, not in the air. Coming across this way, you will need to get up into the air. So, okay, that's a bit extreme for one step. Actually, maybe that's high enough? Is that high enough to bridge over the top there? I don't know. We want this to bridge over the top, basically. So let's just create a bridge over the top. 3-lane highway coming across. Going back. Why did it work on one side and not on the other? Maybe it needs to be higher for the other side. We'll have them be the same height. So that's 4 steps up. Coming across, I want you to be flat. I'd also like you to be awesome road. That's super speedy because you're a motorway. I don't know whether the bridges slow them down on road. So maybe we could use that bridge on the motorway. I'd rather not chance it though. So we need this one to come down to here. Okay. And then they'll split. We want you to go into like that. Bridge pillar collision. But you're not a bridge. Why is it bridge pillar collision? What? It's because this one came across a bit too far. Right. Why? Why do this to me? We can't jig it to make it work, can we? Can we get this to be the same height, please? Is that the same height? Not quite. Putting in Motorway on this game is a bit tricky. Not gonna lie, a game that does it way better is City Skylines, which is a bit of a shame. Like, I know that the game kind of focuses on trains. Makes sense that the motorways aren't necessarily reacting the same way that the motorways. Oh, why? Sure, whatever. Let's just try getting this in. So I'd like a connection going up here that then links in. Yeah. This bit is going to be 3-lane like I had it. And then this bit's going to be 2-lane, one bit splitting off. We want you to be flat, please. And you'll come down here. I'm not saying this is going to I'm not saying this is going to be how it looks finished, but I'm just trying to get this to work, because at this point it's not really working. If I delete this bit that we've already put in. Why? Why is construction not possible? Ah. Why is this game treating me so bad? Come on. I'd like you to go up, please. To be at the same level as the other one. So roughly there. Oh no, don't try and tunnel into that. My game's having a bit of trouble here. Yep, it's trying to tunnel. I don't want you to become a tunnel. Please don't become a tunnel. Do stay flat, and do allow me to put that in. Yeah. That's not quite... Like, these need to, like the train lines, connect or snap to each other. The highways also need to do that, because at the moment this just looks a bit pants. Sorry to say. And it's a real shame, because I want to play around with highways in this game. There we go. Now that we've got the other bits in, maybe it'll do it more or less the way I want it to. Maybe it won't. Maybe it's just trying to fool me. Because that looks like absolute dog turd. Why, game? Why in the world would you think that I'd want that? Ah, okay, fine. It's going to be one of these doing it backwards jobbies. Maybe not. Yeah, I know that's the wrong way. Oops, no, that way. Then they can carry on to go to Rochdale eventually, once we get that all in, or they can come off and go to wherever they want to go. I will be having these become 2-lane roads. I think I might have to delete this out in order to put them in. Because we're going to want them to be somewhat close. Like something like this. And then you're going to want to come into here and you're going to want to come out that way. Yeah. That's pretty much what we need. Cool. So that's the first sort of step coming out that way. We'll need to do the same on the other side. So let's give that a try. It may sound silly, but once this is in, we can work with it. It's just getting it to not be on different heights. Like, why? Why, Delilah? I try so hard, and I get quite far, but in the end, it just doesn't really matter, does it? That looks like it could be better done. Yeah. Annoyingly, that's right where I want to put the thing. First off, let's do a split road off. So we want medium highway going out this way. Let's do that bit. Put that in to connect down there. And then we'll upgrade this road. So we've got a nice road down to Winslow there. Here though, I really hope this doesn't balk it up. If it does, I'm gonna cry. No, it didn't. Okay, that'll do. Right, we've got the first sort of steps going in. This is still massively busy, even though we've put more trains on it. Why is that? Like, why is it not able to cope? What's going on? Does it need more stops along the way? Is that what is needed? What about this other one? The other one should be coming back that way. Oh, okay. That's an interesting way I did it, but we'll put a stop midway, and we'll also put a stop there, because why not? The more stops we have here, the better this connection will be for these, because they're sharing an out. They're sharing an exit lane. So how come this other line is fine? This only has one. It only has one train, and it's, you know, more than capable. To be fair, there is twice the amount that one train can carry. So I think duplicating... What? Right. I thought duplicating would be a good idea, but it seems to not like that. Maybe we'll need to allow this stuff to come across, or how could we do that to get that in? there. Okay, this will work. We'll have a connection here. Like so. And that will work, I hope. I don't want to put too many on that line. Maybe more on Daventry would do good. It's hard to say. So what's this stuff going through that way? Wait a second. Is this the stuff that should be going through this tunnel? Maybe we need to reorganize this tunnel so that it goes into this as well. Possibly. Because how much does it have? Wow, that's 4 lines. It's a fair amount of trains going down that way. We're only actually taking a small amount, like 2% getting delivered from here. Jeez. These trains are practically at standstill. It's probably mostly because of this. We should really have used a different line here. Okay. It's quite a busy little junction. Where's this one going? On that way. Alright. This lot's backing up. Oh, that looks like another nightmare for another time. We've started out with our motorway, albeit it hasn't necessarily gone very far. But I mean, we've also put in our what did we put in? Our first high-speed rail connection, so to speak, backwards and forwards here, and this is getting pretty busy, which is good to see. The question is this making money? Yes, it is. Just about. But that's the first leg of it. So that on its own is making money. Once we build it out to go wherever we want it to go, then that's going to hopefully improve how much money that makes and make us more money. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, then consider subscribing. That way you'll be notified when I stream again, when the next episode's coming along. These are always a joy to create, and we've sort of been given indication of which way we should go with the motorways and high-speed rail, and just improving things, connections between the cities, so on and so forth. So we've been given a direction we need to go in. Right now, we've done a good first step towards that, and I'm really excited to see where we go with this. It's going to be quite the difficulty to plan out which way things should go from here, because we want to link up these high-speed routes where they make sense. So East Ham, Oakengates and Daventry were an easy decision when they're first, third and fifth in the size of city-wise. Easingwold is all the way across the map, and so is Glossop. It's up in the other corner. So where we go from there, it's going to have to be a case of working things out, what routes we take. But I feel like we've got some really good first connections, first options to go forward with. So I'm really looking forward to where that goes. Until next time, have a great one, and thanks for watching. Bye.